Let's get started here. Welcome to the live. Wait till some of you guys, time in this morning. Top of the morning to all you guys. Welcome to this live. We're going to get started with the live shortly. You guys tune in, share the video, share this live. Hit that like button. That's all I ask you guys to do. Just hit this like button and enjoy the live. Wait till some of you guys, time in this morning. But make sure you guys, enjoy this live, man. Enjoy the live. We're going to get started shortly. I want to play a couple of things, what's going on, what the government's continue to fail to tell American people, man. We're going to get started, but let me play a little clip for you guys.
Come from Antarctica. They have bases under the ice. They came to Earth millions of years ago, long before humans ever existed. They have technology millions of years more advanced than humans. They travel at speeds hypersonic. They can also teleport, disappearing instantly. The United States military knows about them. There have been battles, crafts retrieved, alien bodies captured. There is a secret war happening against these alien beings. Who are they? Where do they come from? What is their agenda?
Now, the American secret government knows about them. It been a war. It been a secret war. And it been a war ever since the 1947 Roswell. And I'm going to talk about that incident shortly. So the government knew about the alien encounter. They knew this since 1947, the Roswell incident. But the sad thing is, they failed to tell you guys. America's falling. And the people that you guys put your votes in, the man on the screen is going to take you into the falling of America. She's unraveling. So the question is, America, why are you falling? Because sisters and brothers, she has become a habitation of devils, a home for every evil person. You see, a cage for every hateful bird. So have you become a nation of devils? So now Allah has come. Allah is significant for all our needs today. This is why I do not have to beg from these oppressors or march on the capitals with my hat in my hand. For how can I on one hand preach the doom of the oppressor system and then acts of the oppressors? We see Allah is our God and we are his blessed. He has given all the world to us if we will but first give our all to him. I met with Allah as Moses met with Jehovah. Allah have revealed the truth into me, It is up to you to believe it or let alone. But this does not negate the fact that I know the end of it all. So I know tomorrow. I'll be happy to tell it to you if you believe it. I want you to know that the oppressor are exerting every effort to prevent you and me from uniting. They do not want to unite, nigga. They do not want an Islamic so-called, nigga. So they know that Islam freed the black man from fear. As a result, it set the oppressor teeth on edge. The power of Islam is best seen when compared to the failure of Christianity. See, first, Christianity have failed you because it was the religion that first placed you in slavery. Secondly, Christianity have failed you because through its doctrines of turning the other cheek, it has rendered you incapable of defending yourself in the very hour. Thirdly, Christianity have failed you because it has caused you to forsake the pursuit of justice in this world and the pursuit of an illusory and non-existent justice beyond the grave. My beloved, you are faced with the same problems that beset Moses and the children of Israel during the era of Egyptian captivity. Pharaoh did not want Moses to preach the religion of Jehovah in Egypt because Pharaoh knew such preaching would bring a damnation to his wicked kingdom. So it is that the oppressor did not want you to hear the gospel of the black man, knew that this gospel would one day be their undoing. Pharaoh did not want Moses to call the Jews to wine at sundown. He knew that once the Jews was united in the name of the religion of their fathers, they would no longer abide in slavery. See, Pharaoh did not want Moses to teach the gospel of justice on the side of the grave. He knew that once the Jews determined in their hearts to seek justice here, and now they will rise up and demand a place in the sun. So then it is with us. We see the oppressors are determined to keep our eyes in the sky while they control the lands on our feet. They are determined to draw us down in our practical ethic of turning the other cheek, the better that they may smack our cheeks and rob our pockets. We must not be deceived by the rush towards integration that have become the theme of the past few years, just as the Romans were. We are to beware of the slave master bearing integration. Why, I ask you, after this 400 years, we see a murder, rape, slavery. Now, do the oppressors now come and raving the olive branch of integration? Is it that they really love us? Is it that they are sincerely sorry for their sins and seek restitution? If they love us, my brothers and sisters, then why was there no evidence of this love in the hearts of the forefathers when they sold our fathers like cattle on the block? If they are really seeking, then why do they not offer some a measure of restitution? An area of this country we can call on to the sons and daughters. They are not come to this hour because they love us, nor integrations a sign that they are sorry for their sins. The blunt fact is their oppressors see fire coming. They see the handwriting on the wall and know what it means. They will have you believe that the days ahead hold glory for the Christian world. My beloved, I, Elijah Muhammad, must speak to you if it kills me, my brothers and sisters. And who will die rather than lie, tell you this, I know tomorrow. I know the end of it all. See, tomorrow is not heaven for this Christian world. Tomorrow is hell for this Christian world. You have a blind spot because you have not come to religion of your people. Instead, you are weeping and mourning over the death of Jesus 2,000 years ago. You are going insane over this preaching of Jesus' life and death. Yet you don't weep, mourn, or go insane over the rape, lynching of your own people in your own time. See, today, my brothers and sisters, in this modern day, it is a disgrace to see you shouting, having spasm in church over the mistake that God gave his only son to save this Christian world. What a shame. What fool God will give his only son to save the devil? Remember, the devil despised himself into an angel of light. What fool will people believe in this Christianity that God saved this Christian world? Will people will give in a vain hope that the devil can change his horns and lay down his pitchfork? The religion that have brought us to the brink of destruction is the way of these oppressors. It's not our faith, my brothers and sisters. It is not natural to us. Even more, their oppressors cannot follow this very religion. He will teach us. I have no alternative but to tell you that there is no life beyond the grave. There is no justice in the street. Bye bye. Immorality is now here. We are the blessed of God. We must assure every means to protect ourselves. The message I bring is not for the cowards today. Those of you who follow me must be ready to withstand the birth of insults to those who come to investigate, deprive, and claim that our ultimate aim is to undermine the American way of life. We have no such intentions. Our critics know it. There is nothing under the rug about what I say and teach. It is shouted over the air, in newspaper, and on the street corners. Why then should you be intimidated, my brothers and sisters, by those who seek only to throw fear in your hearts? Know what we say is right. How ironic it is that the very people who charge us with disturbing the status quo themselves going around today raping, lynching, denying citizens the right to vote, taking a whole of Congress to call you and me and everything from a beast to a mortal entity. They unite with their own kind. They give aid and comfort to their own kind. They bring the common enemies to nothing. When then is it so wrong that you and I unite for the same end? If you listen well, you can hear the scream of a nigger in Tallahassee as she finally begged her four right abductors to leave her virtue intact. See, if you listen a little longer, you can hear the plea of Milwaukee black mother as she begged police to free her 6 and 7-year-old daughter from a white abductor who held them captive and took the carnal liberty with them for over an hour. These acts of carnage must come to an end. To that end, I suggest the following. First, we must discipline our women, if any of them are so blind as to consort with their oppressor. That we must take counsel amongst ourselves and with her. We must assure every pressure on our common commands until she will return to a state of loyalty to her own. Much of the defect amongst women scheme from the fact that they have been coordinated into following these ways of the oppressors. Styles when it comes to hair, dress, and clothing. These are the baggage to sin and cause man to yearn. Now, brothers and sisters, if you study this custom of this transition of this Islamic countries, you see this proper matter addressed. These are the rules we must lay down and enforce if our women are to receive the respect due them. But of course, it must be realized that we see that the oppressor seeks out our women to debase them. There is no will, love, and affection in his heart for them or us. She but become the tool of his pleasure, the object of his concern, because the American designers and manufacturers will dress you up about 1/3 of a dress and turn you out partly new. See, you can't witness this in a country that preached Christ Jesus and have church started here and there. See, my brothers and sisters, second, we must realize the difference today between this integration and separation. Integrate with evil is to be destroyed with evil. What we want, indeed, justice for us, is to be set apart. We want and must insist upon an era in this land that we can call on, someone we can hold our head with pride and dignity without the continued harassment and indignity of the oppressors. Third, we must realize that we, the black people, the black man in Africa, is our brothers, and our central responsibility is with the black man here in the wilderness of North America. For us to spend our energy pleading for the cause of Africa is like the blind man pleading that fellow blind man be given eyes while he continues to stumble in darkness. The solution to all of these problems lies in a clear cut or understanding of the truth. I have come to bring you that truth. Now I spell it out, so that even the children amongst you may know the nature of tomorrow. First of all, we must know the truth about God and the devil. We, the black man, are a God. Our oppressor, whoever they may be, are the devil. Their nature is evil. They are incapable of doing good. Secondly, I must tell you the truth about the day of judgment. You have been taught that one day the dead of God shall rise again. You have taken that to mean that people will get up from the graveyard and walk about. Brothers and sisters, I'm here to say that there's so much nonsense today. Properly read this resurrection means that we, the black men of North America, arrive from a mental death. So you got to realize who you are. Discover who God is. So you got to name the devil for the beast that he is. Then like Joseph go on to become master of the land, wherein once you were a slave. Now I want to say what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad says. He gave this down to Louis Farrakhan of the day of this announcement, a decision that we all have to make. And thinking that we have long, brothers and sisters, can be the greatest mistake that people will make. Like you see the days of Noah, the days of Lot. So shall it be in the coming day of the Son of Man. Now the Louis Farrakhan gave announcement to America of what soon must take place. That in the New York Times, the U.S., my brothers and sisters, is not ready for UFOs, extraterrestrial contact. Now, Farrakhan had been mentioned that these mother planes are not to be taken as a joke. Now they said an area phenomenon or a potential national security threat need to be investigated. And many threats that will pose can put the country in serious danger. UFOs pose a potential national security threat. Lawmaker says, lawmaker warn. Now you had a brother by the name of Andre Carson said on Tuesday, warned that UFOs are posed to potential and natural security threat to the U.S. and need to be treated that way during a highly anticipated hearing with the Pentagon top intelligence officials on UFO sighting. Now I want to present to you these mother planes. These mother planes are here today to destroy a present world of evil and to show this wisdom and mighty powers of God who came to destroy an old world and set up a new world. The nature of a new world is righteous. The nature of a new world cannot be righteousness as long as unrighteousness is in its midst. The same type of plane was used by the original God to put mountains on this planet. They've been visiting our earth, my brothers and sisters, for over 50 years. And at the most base, triangles will represent a merging of our spiritual and earthly realms, showing that a God is present today. Now, the United States government knows about the ET present. No later than July of 1947, Roosevelt made the decision at that time to keep that from the American people. But witnesses for a number of these shutdowns came forward. They had been trying to testify before Congress for 30 years. The extraterrestrials have lost their patience as we see today. And the risk to us as a civilization is only increasing. And so they are decided we're going to end this nonsense. And so they are going to incursion and are using their devices, whatever they are, not just one place, not in two places, not in one continent, You can shoot them down if you tried. You can't. You don't want to send us pilots craft because they crash. So you send up your own drone to somewhat monitor them as best you can. So they telling the whole wide world to shoot them down. I'm gonna tell you guys, brothers, what the Minister of Farrakhan says. Inside these small ships are 1,500 of them, and each mother plane carry bombs. It's the worst thing that these fools can do. Shoot them down. Each one carry bombs. So if you shoot them down, it's gonna explode, and you're gonna put many people at risk. Shoot them down. These people make no sense. You see, they got little knowledge. They have no knowledge to tell you, and they fail to tell you because they've been here since 1947 during the Roswell incident. And they know why they are here, but they fail to tell you. They've been here over 1 million years ago, and they've been minding their own business. But ever since America loved meddling in other people's affairs, she can't never keep her nose clean. So today she got her feet set against 20 to 30 million black people brought out of their native land and people from their God. She's in this position because of the mistreatment you see today. Let this not be a mystery. Don't be a fool, but understand the time that we are in. The dawn of a new day. See, America burdened trying to protect herself from an attacking nation of the world is tremendous. One that she will not be able to carry. Therefore, she must succumb to the powerful forces that are coming against her. The fall of a nation makes way for another. As the earth continues, all nations and their civilization are limited upon it, except the original nation, which takes on renewal and change. Through the appearancy, America seems steadfast. She is moving towards an ultimate end, one great problem to be solved. And the fall of America is the liberation of the so-called American, the lost and found people, the original black nation of the earth. They have been here for 4 centuries, mistreated, and brought into a state of corruption and shame. They now are being held, although they are as blind as mentally as someone is physically, and all of the preparation of divine supreme being and the nation of righteousness to remove the enemy of God and the righteous from the earth. The poor so-called American Negro cannot see it. In the South, we saw Reverend Martin King Jr., a graduate of theologically, as I'm told, on his knees, begging the divinely condemned people, the right race, for brotherhood. Amen. They can't keep their nose clean today. This is why they put the world in this jeopardy. See, this white man, Trump, on the screen, he's going to put the whole world into this flawless America. You, the so-called Negro, are spiritually, mentally blind to see. See, your hearts are too hard against receiving this truth today. Your ears are too closed to this truth that God, Allah, has said that the right race is a race of devils created to be destroyed. This is truth. It's verified in the Bible and Holy Quran. Hundreds and thousands of preachers tremble at the thought of ever accepting the truth and wish to take their followers into this fall of America. This is the problem to be solved. And if it to be solved, then how shall it be solved? And what is the best method to use in the solution? It must be a solution that touches not only the enemies, but those who cleave to him while defiling the wrath of Almighty Allah God. It is in Cupid said, the Holy Quran, that Allah gives life to this mentally dead so-called nigga. It's also made in Cupid in the Bible, where Ezekiel declared in his vision that all of the dry bones was resurrected. Now, Ezekiel had declared in his vision that all of the dry bones would be resurrected. See, in Ezekiel 37, those dry bones was our ancestors. God had to breathe life into them, and they was able to transform into terrestrials. He breathed life in these dry bones. Ezekiel declared in the vision that all of the dry bones was resurrected. This does not refer so much to the word, but because the word has no effect on this resurrection. See, he declared all those dry bones to be resurrected. Pay attention. See, in Ezekiel, I go back. Ezekiel 1:19. Whenever the creatures move that will move, Ezekiel saw the great works going on in this mothership. See, the governments know why they are here. They are here to destroy a secret civilization. This is how God brings in a new civilization. See, the mother plane is like a human-made planet. See, the minister Farrakhan says inside these planes are a new Jerusalem. So Revelation talks about a new Jerusalem, new city. So we don't have long, brothers and sisters. We don't have long. God is trying to send us home because this earth is not ours. So we see it literally took something more effective than a word. We see the wind that the prophet was to prophesy to represent war, which will eventually bring harm and suffering to rebellious rejectors of the truth. See, starvation must come to so-called everyone's eyes shall be open. The time of the ending of this world is now and yet to come, as you so foolishly think. Study your Bible. It is there. The end is predicted and hint in many places. Daniel in the Bible, however, gives you a better knowledge of it than any other places. The Quran prophesies that do not expect 10 more years. The fall will be within a few days. The so-called Negro must be stripped completely of the white man way of life, his name, and Christianity. The world of scholars and scientists know that Christianity will not survive. They know that Islam, the only religion that will survive the destruction of this wicked civilization. Self first. Self first. We, the black people in America, do not think for self first. You see, failing to think for self first is the greatest mistake we, the poor black people who are up from servitude slavery, of the fathers can make. But for the slave master children, our failures to think for self first is rise to anything their fathers could hardly dream of in a day and time. Self first, in over 100 years, see, we, the black people, have not learned to think for self first. This is due to the fact that we tried to think something for the benefits of the slave master, something to make him smile at the free black slave. Trying to win the love of these white slave masters had been the black people's greatest mistake. Now it had become our greatest mistake. To have love for them right race means the fire of hell that God has heated is being heated up for both you who love the devil and the devil too. Do not blame the white slave master for your love and desire for them above your love and desire for Allah God who love you. While the white slave master, the devil, does not love you. The devil in nature will not let him love you. See, the white slave master is so full of deceits that he can deceive you and all others. The Bible teaches us. See, the Holy Quran refers to these white slave masters, the devil, as the arch deceivers. As the deceivers, the devil has no equal. He is the professional and wise of all deceivers. So from the slave master preachers making parents up today, he is the professional and wise deceivers of all of this civilization of the earth. And he has deceived all of the civilization of the earth. So the Bible teach you that he deceived the whole world. See, these white slave masters, the devil did not deceive us, the black people in America alone. He had deceived every human being, well, except the angels of heaven. The arch deceiver, the white man had deceived the reverends that he has made. And this is why they will not accept Islam. They rather go to hell with the white slave master, the devil. The devil will just honor them as reverends, as we see today, that the devil has made. See, these people, your black preachers, your entertainers, call themselves representatives, so-called God, are shameless men. There are people that are suffering today. And your pastors tell you, well, just keep coming to our church. We need more members in our church. And the Lord is telling me, anyone can bless our congregation. God's going to send a tenfold. No, the Lord ain't told you that. Anyone bless our congregation, God is going to send on to a greater blessings. We see, my brothers and sisters, in the Bible, John, in this revelation, see the preachers and his followers is burning in this hellfire with the devil, the white slave master. And see, this is why they came at Jesus. What's all this lessons and learning? He haven't went to our institution. See, Jesus had neither lessons was learned. But the first thing these teachers can do is show you their letters and degrees, their PhDs, their DD, their MA. And see, this is why Isaiah says you got to be aware of these documents of divinity, because you see, DD means dogs. Talking about greedy dogs that never get enough. And see, they whooping us, but I put myself in it because although I don't belong in it, but I'm going in it to those that are comfortable, that are in it. But see, I was foolish too. I never had nothing. I never knew nothing. I was running like that Ralph Vine, running into all of these denominations. See, the American, they got all these religious are the most ignorant faiths today. And you mean to tell me if you don't agree to go into this church, you can go to this church, you can plead to this church? See, in mathematics today, it's impossible to put this 3 into 1. You know, the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost have fallen on deaf ears today. Young children is not going to church because today they don't want to grow up being like these pastors today. And why are the young people not coming to church? That's the question that we all need to ask ourselves. See, I do not care how much you teach or to tell the reverend that he is headed for hell and following this white slave master, the devil. See, they ignore the warning for the sake of the honor of these white slave masters. But when you look into it, you see that this white slave master is not honoring the reverends. He is fooling him. See, these white slave masters care nothing about the reverend that he has made. And he thinks that the reverend is a fool for following him. It is written in the Bible which teach the reverends against following the devils. The people who work as a devil disciple are called reverend. The word reverend means to respect, but this is a false honor from the devil. And yet, the reverends go still. He will walk right into that lake of hellfire with the devil, as long as the devil called him reverend or father. Some of the devil disciples are called father after the Pope, the chief father of Satan religion, Christianity. See, the Pope claimed in the Bible that he would sit in the side of the north and be like the Most High. We see in Isaiah 14:13 and 14. Yet, Allah God promised to pull him down to hell. See, Isaiah 14:15. Allah is going to pull him down real fast. You see, the home of the Pope had gotten one of the worst beatings with plague, snow, and ice. Enemy, the worst beatings that you ever Can't imagine coming to this head of the church to show that Allah, God, the supreme being, does not respect room, and his father, whom they call Pope, if it was their holy place, will not expect to suffer the curse of nature. We who live in America live in a cursed country. America is a cursed country. America is a divine place for Allah, enemy. He promised to use America now for a lake of fire, which to burn his enemies. The Indians, the first people who were sent to America. The Indians was also the enemies of Allah. Self first. See, the rebels are the enemies of their own black people. The preacher do as these white slave masters tell them to do. The white slave master killed them as he did Reverend Martin King Jr. But since they are the devil's disciple, he should kill them if they do not obey him. That is right. If the devil wants to be a God like Allah, for Allah will kill those who do not obey him. So the devil killed those whom he sent, who will not obey him. So look out, Reverend. Be careful, Reverend. We see these white slave masters have proved in our eyes and hearing by killing Reverend Martin King Jr., who thought he was blessed to go to heaven. But instead, he went to hell with his enemies. I do not mean a hell that is on earth someplace, brothers. See, Reverend Martin King Jr. went to hell in his wickedness of his white enemy, trying to satisfy his enemy. He gets no credit for all of the work that he did for his enemy, and his enemy knows that today. I dare any one of the Christian theologians to try to prove that Reverend Martin King Jr. went anywhere else. We see good man that he was. See, Reverend Martin King Jr. was deceived and frightened to his very heart by the enemy. Self first, think for self first. When Reverend Martin King Jr. talked with me at my home, I saw in him that he wanted to believe me, but he was afraid of his enemy. Self first, you cannot serve two masters. I tried my best to put the fierceness in him. Reverend Martin King Jr. admitted to me that I'm teaching right. He admitted that the white man is a devil. He was afraid to teach and take a stand and preach that this white man is a devil. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Why do your preachers, your pastors, your entertainers teach you who this devil is? They've been a devil since 6,000 years on this planet Earth. See, Daniel described a beast in Daniel chapter 7. There was a very well-known beast that rise from the sea. And out of the sea, he had 3 ribs in his mouth, meaning that the black man been swallowed for centuries. See, the beast, he eats whatever on his plate. See, the beast, he brings out his ruthless suggestion behavior. See, when the devil will Latin heavy sentences, prison terms, to refuse to let the prisoners go free. And see, families today are puzzled as to where to send their children for schooling. You find out that there is no all-girls schools as there once were. You find out there's all-girls schools of sweethearts. You see, boys with boys, girls with girls, and the prison house is filled by dozens of homosexuals. As we come into the Revelation chapter, as she has been a home for every evil person, a cage for every hateful bird. See, the white man has set Reverend Martin King Jr. up with 50,000 Nobel Peace Prize for this money. We see this white man desire that Reverend Martin King Jr. go to hell with this devil. So the devil did take Reverend Martin King Jr. to hell. This man on the stream, everyone thinks that he's going to save America. Everyone thinks that he's going to make America great again. But Trump, I'm here to say America will never become great again. See, I was under no illusion that this man on the screen can make America great again. She's in trouble. And United States government knows that they're in trouble. And they knew about ET presence. They knew about the aliens encounter. See, no later than July 1947, during the Roswell incident, made a decision at that time to keep that from the American people. But witnesses from a number of these shutdowns came forward. See, they had been trying to testify before Congress for 30 years. The extraterrestrials have lost their patience and a risk to us as a civilization. They lost their patience today. See, it was like Samson. Samson did not care whether there be a building left behind him or not. He was willing to get even with his mockers today. So, their patience and their risk to us as a civilization has only increased. And so they are decided we are going to end this nonsense. And so they are going to the incursion, whatever their devices goes. Whatever they are not just in one place, not in two places, not in one continent. He starts finding out and witnessing that they are over the place. Now, for this man, Trump says, shoot them down. This man on the screen is telling you, the public, shoot them down. But I'm here to say, out of the motherships come 15 small planes, and each one carry bombs. This man on the screen is telling the whole wide world, shoot them down. But once you realize that you can't shoot them down, you want to go to war with it. But you're finding out that you can't war with it. The scientists and scholars will tell you that this is not a plane to be played with. Planes come out of the mother planes. It comes down 40 miles to Earth gravity. It comes down for refueling. It gets hydrogen, oxygen. See, the right race have no knowledge. They have no knowledge of this today. But to tell you what's out there. Now, if Reverend Martin King Jr. have laughed to this day, you have been in the same corner with me. The devil has Reverend Martin King Jr. and his powers through fear. See, we are in fear because they are superior. But yet we are inferior. It's time to stand up, I say, and look at these people as a race of devils created to be destroyed. But we see good heart, my black brothers. Reverend Martin King Jr. had a good heart, but yet he was dead. Spiritually, my brothers. But yet he was smart enough in his study to see the truth of what I am saying. So I went down to the Coliseum that we had rented for a mass meetings. And I told the public what a great time Reverend Martin King Jr. and I had at my home. I told the public what a great man Reverend Martin King Jr. was. And the white enemy shows Reverend Martin King Jr. what a great man he, the art deceiver, was. And he set Reverend Martin King Jr. up with the prize money. Just as it is written, the art deceiver is capable of deceiving the whole world, except God's last messenger, the Lamb. The Bible revelation. Self first. Let us try and be ourselves first. Stop trying to be like this devil today. Black man, you are created black. You black men are the first and the last. Black man, stop trying to be white. If you see what Allah God has prepared for the white slave master, the devil, see, you will run from the devil when you get a taste of it. Allah God has prepared the fire hell for them. There is no good, and I'm going to say this, there's no good that comes out of these people. See, it's against their nature. So we keep it real. We know why the mothership is here. They don't even have no knowledge to tell you guys this truth. See, the truth been kept from you. But the truth is all I'm going to say. Because Jesus says, you shall know this truth, and the truth shall set us free. See, if you see what Allah God had prepared for these white slave masters, the devil, you will run from this devil. When you get a taste of it, Allah God had prepared the fire hell for them. Holy Quran teaches that the black man will wish that between him and the devil was the distance between east and west. But you serve this devil. You love him because he had made you to fear him from the cradle to the grave. Wake up and take pride in black self and come follow me. I have the God with me, the God who says there is no fear for the one who believes in him, nor shall you grieve. Just think of the blessing that is in those two promises. No fear and no grief. I know we have fear and grief months, so if anybody needs a God to remove fear and grief from him, we are sustaining the people. Fear the devil, the white man, is what kept us back from enjoying heaven. If we do things to please the devil, we are most certainly members of hell. See, day and night, they are killing you and each other of their kind. And yet, you want to please the devil? You cannot go to heaven pleasing the devil. To go to heaven, you have to please God. You black men are directly from the God of heaven. Black man, you are created to serve Allah. You are not created to serve the devil. Come and follow me, and there will be no fear for you, nor shall you grieve. When the Muslim fear none but Allah. If anybody needs to fear removed from him, it is frightening death. Black man in America, self first. So black man in America, self first. Seek self first. You got to seek yourself first, black man in America. Now, there's a lot of people on these apps stating that Trump is your new daddy. Trump is the last hope for this falling of America. And if you don't do right, then watch what God do. Watch what God do to this man on the screen. Y'all vote for him. Y'all cast your votes, but don't come running to us. Don't come running to us because we're going to say we told you so. I told and trying to warn many before that this man should step down a long time ago. God don't like ugly. He hates what is evil. And if you guys a big fan of Trump, just like in the Bible, people was a big fan of Barabbas. Yes, I'm going there. because Trump is the Barabbas of the Bible we talk about. You know, I want to say this. 20 years ago, I was proud to be American. We used to go in the grocery store. I'm going to keep this real. Many of you used to go to grocery stores and we used to buy groceries or go into a drive-thru or go into a restaurant. We used to order our food, or we used to be in a restaurant. We used to, pick where we ordering. And we used to be proud where we go to the waitress and say, keep the change. Keep the change. Because that's just a sign to show how proud we was being American people. Whatever happened to those good old days? Those good old times you had? People making good money. We just go in and just be like, keep the change. Chaotic, you see today. Now, the black man, because the black man, for the first time since he had been here in this Western hemisphere, is accepting himself as a black man and not as a colored man. Although the black man had been colored, now the black men have learned that the coloring was false and that the coloring came from a robber, the devil. The devil himself, had put our black fathers to sleep to the knowledge of the black self. The white man purely nearly destroyed all of the original color of us, and he added in his own color. Never have we, the black man, been so happy to be called black. In the book, the Bible teaches us that God will come in one day. God will choose us, the black people, to be his people. We did not know anything about this false color part that God had in mind to remove from us. But now God is here amongst us and is teaching us the knowledge of our color, and we love our own black color. And now we have learned that the color of our enemies have almost destroyed our original black. We are now awakened to the knowledge that black is the first color and the last color, if there be a last. And now that we have learned that the black is a better color, we want to be black. We just do not have a better color, than black. And black look good all the time. See, the beautiful part of black is that we love black. Since we now have the knowledge of the two colors, the black and the false color, we are separating the original black color from the false color so that we can preserve our own black color forever. See, the knowledge of the black self is given to us by him who knows us. And we all should be happy and rejoicing to know that we, the black people, was never a wicked people until we follow the wicked one, the white man, after his wickedness. God had declared us, the black man, to be the righteous. And God made it plain to see why we are the righteous. We are from the righteous black people by nature. We, the black men, are the righteous by creation, and we cannot be other than righteous. This is the happy time of the black man's life. It's the happy time of our life to learn who we are, to learn that who we are. The black man is the best of people. Under a shadow of death, we living under this shadow of death amongst these cowardly enemies. You see, every one cowardly enemy seeks our death one way or another. Our people are here, and 99% of us don't know that our future is at stake. But every evil spooner, ready to do his worst, can make it always difficult for the 99% to ever know what's at stake today. We, the black lost found of our people here in America, live under this shadow of death by ways of cowardly enemies, by ways of these cowardly enemies. You see every one of us, the cowardly enemy, seeks our death one way or another. The cowardly enemy will not fight you as a brave man will fight you. If they think that you will fight back, they will steal on you when you least expect an attack from them. We live under the shadow of death. We flee from the cowardly enemy, the devil of the south seeking refuge, and same cowardly enemy, the brother in the north. The enemy, the devil of the south, follow us to the north to see that his brother in the north does not treat us any better than they did in the south. See, they seek police jobs so that they can beat and kill us who are trying to escape. They seek to get us killed at any price. They do not care about our loyalty to them. See, in their hearts, there is death for us, the black man in America. Today, they hold out promises to you only to deceive you. They know that Allah God is here, offers to sit us in heaven at once. And since hell is a appointed place, they are trying to get us to go to hell with them on false promises. I told you, believe it or let it alone. We live under a shadow of death. We see babies murder. Today you read and hear that white America is agreeing to kill unborn babies. See, they have set up a law for it. This is the worst sin that you can agree on, to have your babies killed before its birth. See, what are you going to do that for? You try to put out an unformed story that you are getting to be too many people today. And we had to cut down the birth rates. Who needs to cut down the birth rates? The black people have no needs to cut down. They need to increase the birth rates. The earth and the heaven around the earth are ours. Who is going to go hungry? Do you not read the past history of how the righteous were always the winners and victorious people? So will we be the winners and victorious people. We are not thinking of anyone making us hungry unless it is Allah God. He came to feed us, as it is written, my righteous servant shall eat, but you shall go hungry. The American hunger is starting at you now, unemployment. You cannot buy the food that you used to buy, for you have nothing to buy it with. This is why I plead with you to come join up with me and let us go to the earth and grow our own food, not to go walking around the city with a basket for the devil to drop food into. He will not help you, for he will not have any food to drop into his own basket. Yeah, not only food store, we have clothes store. He had plenty of this, but that does not mean that he cannot come into hunger and nakedness. If Allah God strikes at him, Allah God bring the wicked into desolation before they can get started to strike back. See, murdering the black babies, the only one he should be thinning out is himself. See, earth belongs to the black people. What do we look like cutting down on our birth rates? Is there any narrower of the earth for us? The earth is being expanded for us. There's plenty of earth for us. But Allah God will clear the earth of its wicked population. And all those places will be taken by the Muslims today. My God, to pay attention to this white man and let him slaughter the baby before and after their birth. This will be like what the fire worshippers did, who worshiped the fire god Moloch, took their babies and threw them into the fire to be burnt up, to show their sincerity to the God of fire. And are you going to an enemy of the black man to have him deprive you of giving birth to a black baby, to let him kill it in your worship of him? Do not you think that you are acting like a mighty big fool? I think that you are. This is our earth. And they squeeze it up so that there is no place to live except to kill off black people, no black people, and black sisters. I hope that you will read this and understand that we, the black people, are the true owners. And Allah God is giving our earth back to us. He's giving this back to us. He would tell you to accept it. This is what he means as a spiritual religion of us. When he said, accept your own. This is our earth. He's telling you to accept it. He will give it to you. Now the Bible says the meek shall inherit the earth. The humble, poor people, they will get the earth, for it belongs to them. We have parables in the Bible which the writer of the history of Jesus tells us was spoken by Jesus. The parable of the lost sheep and the son that returned and became the owners. This only means you and me. Why do not we take our place? Why should we give our babies into the enemies to be destroyed? Because he said you had nothing to feed them with. Follow me and I'll show you. And you get more houses than you need and more money than you can spend. Help me. And brothers, Allah, God will not deprive you of your good reward. I know you understand. What we do for Allah, God, He will do it for us. In this day and time, we are all tired. The wicked and the righteous are both tired. What sin has this poor black baby done for you to murder it in your room? He had done nothing. It will come back to you in a terrifying way. Your conscience will condemn you for doing such. All of our evil will come before us. See, let us not be such fools as to think that we have to cast our babies into the arm of a murderer, to murder them for the excuse that he needs to do so in order to feed and house you. See, no place is crowded but the city. There's plenty of room in the country. The black men have never had a problem. Look at China and India. They do not destroy their babies just because they do not have money. They try to have means to take care of them. See, China take care of her population. India does not take care of hers because she depends on Britain and other white people. We must remember that the white race have no part, no share in earth. They only have time to live on earth. They do not have a share of actual earth itself. So let us not kill our black people for just the action of a murderer who is made to murder us. I warn you, do not think hard of him for doing what he is made for. But I do fault you for faulting him and what he was made for. And Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy spoke out for the Negro. And I'm going to go there in a minute. Brothers and sisters, I want to say we are in the most reception times. Reception times is coming. Get everything in order. It's not good. No fuel, winter diesel shortage, worldwide warning, historic ruling after Supreme Court overturns Rolls versus Wayne. Women do not have abortion rights today in the United States. See, in 2022 is going to be the worst year. We see unemployment is going up. The United States currency is under a threat. So we're seeing now from 2022 and 2024 we in and to next year, it's just going to get worse. People will see America for what it is. Instead of coming to America, they'll leave America. Riots is taking place here in the United States. We see natural disaster is coming to the U.S. Banks will lose $6 million in the beginning of 2025. See, Finland warns Putin, Russia had been preparing, for attack. Putin was continuing to violate why sanctions on Russia won't work. Now, Iran is a threat to the U.S. Israel oversight and move. Iran president says AIM focus will retaliate strongly if Iran's security threatened by Israel. Now, Iran is a threat. China had been warning America. The Cold War between America and Russia. America and Russia are one of the most two powerful war factors. But nevertheless, with all the materials that America have, all its artilleries and things she has, she can boast about how she can destroy a continent. She can boast about how to destroy whole continents and still have, some left over. But there's still this cold collision between America and Russia. China is one of the most game players. It's the X factor in this war. Brothers and sisters, there have to be a war before the final judgment. And we know that America cannot be victorious. We know this. She cannot win in a war today against Almighty God. She can boast. She can talk about what she have. But I'm here to tell you, they don't have enough military. when China set up her military. She been warned. She been warned already. So when Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy spoke out for the so-called, you see, from this death of Abraham Lincoln to the assassination of President Kennedy, it proved that on each one of these occasions, without laws, overruled legal authorities. It was in the case of presidents who opened their mouth, said something favorable for the so-called Negro. And I'm not saying that this was the reason President Kennedy was assassinated, but it seemed very strange that every president who says something favorable for the so-called Negro paid for it with his life. We also can substantiate this by facts that any Negro wants to lead the so-called Negro to a better life and towards truth, peace, freedom, justice, and equality, which he is entitled to enjoy, is also subject to the same kind of assassination or attempt at assassination. I know these to be facts. There are some who seem not to want a true freedom and who also speak unfavorable and plan unfavorable action against those who dare to lead a true struggle for justice and equality. The tragic death of President Kennedy should serve as a warning to all rulers and people of values. Their values cannot be trusted openly in the presence of thieves and robbers. There had never been a president elected to such high office who had the hearts of everyone's for him, and never was there a king who had the people wholeheartedly with him, regardless of how good the king, the president, and prime minister, or the spokesman for the king or president. There may be some people who do not like the high official holding the top office of the nation. I think that it should be well protected. All precautionary steps should be taken to ensure such person's safety. Riding an open car or riding open in the public is usually a needless risk taken by anyone holding such high office, especially when they are political officials. Those spiritual teachers such as prophet of God and messenger, their life have not been spared in the public according to recorded history of their life of these characters. They are both friends and public enemies, and we must be aware of them. So they are both friends, enemies, and public servants, and we must be aware of them today. See, such outlaws that we see action permitted in America is a disgrace and shame to the governments and to people who are recognized as world leaders, an example of what others should do in a way of friendship and cooperation. So we see such outlaws action permitted in America is such a disgrace and shame to these governments today, as we see. With the great scientific advancement that America has made, it does not seem possible in these modern times that the tragedy that took place on the 22nd of November should have happened. It's a long way from the assassination of President William McKinley. See, from the assassination of John F. Kennedy, from the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, from the assassination of William Kinsley, and from the assassination of James Garfield, from the assassinations that we see that's happened in the United States of America, this should never have happened. John F. Kennedy is a warning, because when we get high political officials, every step should have been taken, and all precautionary steps have to be taken to provide such person safety. See, when riding open car is usually, a needless risk. See, 1963, Dallas, Texas, John F. Kennedy was assassinated by Lee Harvey. This should never happen. This should be a warning with the presidents today. That people of value, that value can never be respected. Because John F. Kennedy had the heart and was trying to do something for the so-called Negro. And he was murdered by violent outlaws of these people. Now, this has to be a warning to us. Now, I want to say there are 62 years, my brothers, between the two assassinations of the presidents of the United States of America. And with such great advancements in scientists of protection, these things shall never have happened. See, these things shall never have occurred. Again, it shows to the world that the governments of America and people are actually given to outlaws and violent actions to take human life at will. Disregarding their own legal laws against such action makes the country be classified as a country, a government, an outlaw where people have no safety of their lives under laws of which claim to safeguard the life of human beings. The natural election. The black man of America have been privileged by the white slave master children for the last centuries to vote for whites for office to judge and rule. The freedom to vote had made the black man in America feel very identified and proud of himself. He goes to the poll very happy to vote for a white ruler. Today, he is gradually changing to a desire to vote for his own kind for such office of authority. We must remember that our vote is strong and powerful only when and where the white man can use it to get an office over his white opponents. After election and the victory, there are very few favors that come from his office to a black voter who have helped and aid him in getting in the office. Why? Because he does not own the black voters anything, as long as he has to clothe, feed, and shelter him. See, the black votes could be cash or not cash. See, the white citizens of the governments are going to win and continue to rule anyway. There is much talk of these people, and that man who shall the vote of the people put in the White House for the next 4 years. See, whether we cash our votes or we don't cash, the white man is going to rule anyway. See, it's like Pharaoh political party. They was continue to hold on their possessions. See, America is going to hold on to her possession till finally she see, her days are approaching. This is evil, my brothers and sisters, that these people hold on to power. It's evil. It's evil that they're going to take many to this fall of America. They should step down. They should step down and not put the world in jeopardy. You know how sickening this is? You know how wicked this is? It's time to let the world know and put the world on further notice that a term has come and a term has been over with. These people on the screen is not in the best of your interests today. A lot of people were so happy to vote for this man Trump because they want, they want him to get rid of legal immigrants and things like that. There's so much stuff going on in the United States, fentanyl, drugs, cartels, and all this crap, man. They want this man Trump to build a wall, but we got legal immigration here. Everything is here already. The problem cannot get solved today because, we got one problem after another. There is much talk, my brothers and sisters, of this man, and that man who shall the vote of the people put in this White House for the next 4 years? How much good has these two parties, Republicans and Democrats, done for us for this last century in the way of your freedom, justice, and equality? Regardless of what party wins, the die is always set against the black people in America. See, injustice, corrupted politics, and the breeding of corruptions under politics have been practiced ever since Adam to the present day ruler. See, Adam was the first. There had not been justice for the black man in the race of people. And this is why the race suffered from the effect of today. There are black politicians who would like to use their black people for selfish greed and will throw down behind with money. Black politicians are the type that sold their black brothers to suffer shame for self-evaluation with the crop. This election, my brothers and sisters, is one of the most serious in the history of American governments, because neither party that seeks the office of presidency is faced with the problem of saving life for the people of America. If the present party Democrat remain in office, you know the answer. If the Republican Party take over, you should know the answer. There will be a lull before the storm. Storm can be delayed in every hour and day that can be delayed to your benefits. The black man should be very serious and careful about his voting, because 90% of the black votes cast are cast by one who did not have the knowledge of what they are casting their votes for. I still say, as I said for many years, vote for Allah God to be a ruler and come follow me. The dead are rising, they seek their own. See, the dead are we, the black one slave, of this white man of America. We are a mentally dead people today. We are dead to the knowledge of self and others. See, the knowledge of self has now come to us from God. Came in the person of Master Pharaoh Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever. Master Pharaoh Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, is a man. His teaching brings us into reality, and that into some kind of spooky or spirit or ghost-like teachings. Master Pharaoh Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, is the all-wise living God. Desire that we see him as he is, a human being, and not something beyond the family of human beings spooks. See, we can never ask a former spirit, my brother, to lead us, because we are not a former spirit ourselves. Man can only listen to man. Man cannot listen to other than man. And have proof we just never was able to obey anything but ourselves. We the ones that mentally are coming to a knowledge of life when we learn this lesson of the living. We will destroy the brief and other than ourselves. See, bringing us in slavery times, see, putting us into a mental death was something that these white slave masters and children did, because of desire to make us into something that was other than the truth, in order to be able to keep our minds enslaved today, my brothers and sisters. From the visit of God and the person of Master Pharaoh Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, the time now has come to us as it is written. Then on the day of judgment, we shall see God as he is. The Bible, Revelation 1:7. We shall see God as he is. The rise of the dead does not by any means mean what you and I was taught when we was little boys and little girls. And even while we was little boys and little girls and man and woman in age, we are still pushed on the baby side for understanding of the truth. We the black people are no longer babies. We are babies to no one except God himself. We are fast learning that you are not babies anymore, born to rise up from the dead knowledge of black self and others. Now we gotta understand, we are not babies to these white race of people. But as long as he put you back into the cradle and rattle you a little bit, see, the devil has started conflict. This is the reason why they dress the people up today in about 1/3 of their dress. See, Jeremiah 6:14 says they dress the hearts of our people as though it's serious. See, peace, peace, they say when there's no peace. See, the devil will give you his kingdom pretty soon. So how hard would it be for a rich man to enter into this kingdom than a poor man to go to the eyes of a needle, or a camel to go to the eyes of a needle? But Satan will offer his kingdom. He's doing it today. He's stripping you today. And you are willing to accept that and go to hell with this devil. There's a distraction in our world with Jay-Z and Diddy. You see how they do our black celebrities? They setting them up. You think that everything is all right. He offer you a job. Some of us go into this industry not knowing what this industry is. And he's telling you, well, pull on a skirt, pull on a dress, humiliate you, making you a fool. This is why God says you got to cast all anxieties on him. This is why he said you got to be transformed from renewing your mind. See, cast all anxieties on him because he cares for you. And be alert, the adversary, looking, seeking who he may devour. So you got to cast all your anxieties on him and draw closer and closer to God. Black celebrities in Hollywood is being a fool because, look, my brothers, he's making you his tool. You're an object to his succor. We are not puppets to be put on a latch or a leash and be carrying around like we some dogs. We not puppets. He's making fools of you today. And some of you have a willing to do whatever it takes. Even if it have to provide for your families, you do whatever it takes to do the devil's bidding. You know, I get invited to this Hollywood red carpet. I'm invited to all of their parties and after parties. I know they're going to throw all this at me. I know this devil better than you know. See, the devil is made for fuel of fire. Exactly like a Diddy's party. He's making you shameless. You are doing something that you will never be able to do. Because he's making you look shameless. Some of you ready to pull down your pants. Or let someone go right in your anus. And you think nothing of it. You know how sickening this devil can humiliate you? Just because they taking Diddy and Jay-Z, the industry is still filled with morality. Don't you know that there's someone the head of all of this? But they making our people, looking shameless. Diddy's not the head of what's going on in the industry. But there are the elite people that's higher. This thing finna go down. Once things start getting underway, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. People saying nothing like it's nothing like a Diddy party. But it's gonna go down. When more accusation comes, it's gonna go down. You're gonna find out it's gonna be a list. It's gonna be a long list. So America, country where evil is dominant, and the people in America think nothing but evil today, is very solemn. that you can talk to a person without getting it out quickly. Their mind is filled with evil today. Okay, he says, why is it going down? Why it's going down? Because there's someone's the head of all this. See, whenever you do the devil's bidding, see, you can't, in this industry, you can't make $100 million without going back doing these rituals. See, you guys remember the Ronnie Piper? See, you gotta understand the power and influence of music, man. You can't make these figures without going back into the room and doing all this stuff. You want to be a gangster? They show how you be a gangster. See, you being a gangster, this gangster that you calling yourself, look how they treating the black man being these gangsters. Okay, we're gonna hand indictments. Just look what they did with Young Thug. Look at Melly. You know, look at Bobby's murder. He's gay now, but look what he has to go through. See, people in the industry is not gangsters as you see. See, you find out that 90% of this hip hop, these rap artists, are homosexuals because they make you a homosexual in the industry. Is you gonna be a homosexual, or you gonna be this so-called gangster that they're gonna Latin on heavy sentences? See, in two ways, you got to think that imprisonment, death, if you're going to go that way. But if you're going to go into that homosexuality way, then you got to do these sexual acts. I never knew, my brothers and sisters, that Jay-Z was involved with a 13-year-old. I never knew this. It would never cross my head that there's other things that they will have you do. See, Hollywood industry is wicked, you guys. It's been that way, though. It's been that way. And see, this is how they set black people up. This is how they set our people up. And then laugh and humiliate them when they are caught with these allegations, these charges. They laugh, and then you got people to make all this report, humiliate our people. And the sad thing is, we get our brothers and sisters make these videos of our own people. And in this day and age, such disgrace, you guys. This should be a warning to us today that we should not play with fire, that we should not worship Satan, because you realizing Satan places behind us and not in front of us. He has no permanent place for you. I'm here to say to you, he has no permanent place for you. What's the solution? The only solution we have is to submit ourselves with God and resist from the devil, flee from the devil, and draw close to God, and he can draw close to you, because this day and age is about over with. We have no one to turn to but him, but God. You have no one to turn to but God. See, this man on the screen, I won't be surprised that he do another mandate, the vaccine. See, brothers and sisters, you have to be careful what you ask for, what you wish for. Excuse me there. You have to be careful what you ask for and what you wish for. Because this man on the screen, if he said another pandemic vaccine, just think about, y'all don't know that from now to 2028, Satan is trying to kill many people he can. So you got to understand, they planning. And they've been planning a scheme. But you got to understand, God too is planning. And he's the best planner, knowing their thoughts before they was ever made. Now, he knew them right before they was even born. And they planned death. But God too is planning death. These people don't have no hope for you. This man that you vote for, this man that everyone vote for, cast their votes, is going to take the people into the fall of America. America can never become great again, my brothers and sisters. So this man is the new, and I mean, he's the new Barabbas of the Bible. See, we don't want you guys coming to us and all hell break loose. We done warned you. We done told you already. We done warned y'all. I said, I knew hell was coming on this earth. I knew the mother plains was around the corner. I knew this, my brothers and sisters. I knew this. The United States of the governments knew about ET presence no later than July of 1947. The Roswell made a decision at that time to keep that from the American people. It says here, people, multiple witnesses seeing strange sightings. But witnesses for a number of these shutdowns came forward. They had been trying to testify before Congress for 30 years. The extraterrestrials have lost their patience, and the risk to us as the civilization has only increased. And so they are decided, we're going to end this nonsense. And so they are going to incursion and are using their devices, whatever they are, not just in one place, not in two places, not in one continent. You can shoot them down if you want to, but they don't have no certain knowledge that if they shoot them down, my brothers and sisters, out of the mother ships comes the 1,500 small planes, and each plane carrying bombs. Shoot them down. There was a brother, I went on his live, he was saying the same thing. Why are these people want to shoot them down? Why are our world leaders like Donald Trump says shoot them down? That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing that these people can do. Shoot them down. Shoot this, let this marinate to you guys for a second. Shoot them down, right? Each of them carry bombs. You see, this devil have no knowledge what's up there on the mothership. See, the mothership is like a new human-made planet. I'm gonna read some comments. Said the solution is be yourself and do yourself. The solution is to become God Almighty and manifest. Amen. Amen. See, a deliverer is coming. But my thing is, why are these people, if they can't investigate, if they can't tell you what they are? You mean to tell me the only suggestion is to tell Americans, shoot them down? You guys, there are bombs on the mother planes. Each carry bombs. I told you guys, I warned you guys that the bombs is not to be dropped on the water, but it's to be dropped on the city. This will be the work of the will. Listen to me, because these people don't have no knowledge. Now I'm gonna flip to the screen, let you see this man Trump. He have no knowledge because he's telling y'all shoot them down. They failed to investigate. They failed to give you the answer. But I'm going to give you the answer because, like I said, these people have no knowledge. They've been buttering this up. They've been watering it down. They've been failing to tell you. The motherships, it can produce its own power. It can travel on Earth gravity 6 months to a year. It comes down on Earth whenever it needs refuel. And I'm telling you guys this. I'm telling you guys what the scientists is saying, that this is not a plane to be played with. They are so advanced. Their technology makes our technology look like child's play. They starting to find out that you can't war with it. But they telling you shoot them down. Right? This is evil. This is wicked. They see, once I tell you that they trying to war with the creation, with the creator, they want to go to war with the creator. It's such foolish. Because the white man was never given the knowledge of what's coming, but to lead the world astray. Now I pray that this man on the screen get arrested at some point. I pray, brothers, that it was said, and I'm quite sure Trump won't get arrested, but I'm quite sure all the evil is going to build up on this man, and he's going to be held accountable. Don't come to us now. I don't want nobody coming to us. Oh, why this got to happen like this? What not? Why you guys got to vote for a man that had 34 charges? A man that has supporters on January 6th storm into the Capitol on the night of January 6th of that insurrection. This man is no good for American people. I'm going to turn this over and have you guys look on the screen. This man is no good to American people. I'm sorry. I gotta say it like this. This man, he's no good today. He's no good for the American people. The dead seek and are rising. They seek their own. See, the dead are we, the blacks, one slave of this white man of America. We are a mentally dead people. We are dead to the knowledge of self and others. The knowledge of self has now come to us from God, who came in the person of Master Pharaoh Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever. Master Pharaoh Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, is a man. Teaching brings us into reality, and that into some kind of spooky or spirit or ghost-like teachings. We can never ask a former spirit to lead us because we are not a former spirit ourselves. Man can only listen to man. Man cannot listen to other than man. And our proof, we're just never able to obey anything but ourselves. We the ones that mentally are coming to a knowledge of life when we learn this lesson. Or living, it will destroy the breed and other than ourselves. Bringing us up in slavery time, putting us into a mental death was something that the slave master and children did because of desire to make us into something that was other than the truth in order to be able to keep our minds enslaved. To keep our minds enslaved. See, these are oppressors. It's always keeping God's people enslaved. But Jesus, and I'm going to get ready to close, Jesus is telling us to be a good cheer in the midst of time. That his eye has overcome the world. Let not your hearts be troubled in this day of this age. Believe in God. But he said also believe in me. In my Father's house will be many rooms. And if that was not so, what I told you, that I'm going there to prepare a place for you. Jesus is coming soon. He's going to prepare a place. The motherships are here. The Lord Jesus says he's going to come amongst thousands and thousands of his holy ones. All the holy ones is here. The holy angels is here. And God is going to bring us home. And see, when the angels sound alarm, they're not coming for no further instructions. They're not coming to preach. But they are coming to sound alarms. They are coming. America is in trouble, y'all. And Trump cannot save the American people. The sad thing, brothers and sisters, a time is gradually approaching, a time that's going to make our children's gray hair because they're going to see this sighting. And it's going to blow their minds, as you see in it today, is blowing these people's minds. They're going insane seeing what's coming on their nation. And we deserve some answers. Now that I give you all of this because I love you, please go back to the videos. Please listen to every video that you can listen to. And get this information and share the information. Because America is on their way from having an invasion. You're about to start seeing these extraterrestrial. You're about to start seeing that they're going to reveal themselves to the world. It's not long, brothers and sisters. It's not long for God to make a new planet. Because the mothership is like a new human-made planet. It's not long for him to bring in a new Jerusalem. It's not long for him to bring in the new civilization. Because even in the Bible, Samson was willing to go to war with his accusers. He was willing to get even with his mockers. See, Samson did not care where there was a civilization left behind him or not. And I believe, my brothers, that there was a man by the name of Leftist saying that this man Trump, if he don't get arrested in December 20th, all hell will break loose. There will be millions, and I'll be millions by the millions swarming to that Capitol. He said it will be a prophecy fulfilled during Trump's January 20 inauguration that the people are going to storm to the White House. We keep it real. If that was to happen, a prophecy is going to be fulfilled. See, God don't like evil. We hate evil. Hate what's evil. And let evil be spoken of. Because God says, hey, it is mine to revenge. I will revenge the oppressors. So I say this before I get ready to close out. Fasten your seatbelt. Join the ride. Because 2025 is going to be an exciting year. A year that we should take further notice. A year that God's going to bring us home. I know you guys tired. I'm tired. We want to change now. And I don't care what y'all feel, what y'all might be thinking that, oh, Trump, you know what I mean? He can't be that bad. You know, for the most part, some white people is awesome, but not the most part, man. They could, y'all racist people can practice goodness, but the goodness is not in you. See, God won't let you have goodness in you because your nature was to be evil. You can practice goodness. And the sad thing is, In the time of judgment, this time of this hour, there will only be a remnant of your people saved. Only a remnant. You can't practice goodness if you want to. When you find out that they're no kin to us. Sad thing, brothers, how long they gonna get this thing right before all hell just going to break out? This boy Kenny G, wherever this boy's name is, white people are awesome. I don't think so. Not in this day, not in this age, man. I don't think so. I thought white people was good. But I'm gonna say it like this, not to bust your bubble out, but I'm gonna say it like this. Name one that's good. Name one. Because most of us today, we love our enemies. Most of us today want to integrate with our enemies. Some of us are willing to marry the enemy. So if God sent down his judgment on the enemy that you are in love with, you say, well, no, God, I ain't going with you unless I can bring white folks with me. See, this is you. Some of you will say, to hell with you, God. I know that there's some good white people. And you start making yourself busy trying to find someone good that you could tell to your own God. See, you remind me of Abraham. When Abraham went to the angels and told the angels, will you destroy the righteous with the wicked? He said, well, go see, can you find one? No, he said, well, go see, can you find 50? See, if you find 50, I will not spare the city. Then it went down to 40. If you find 40, I will not spare the city. Then you see the number went down to 30. See, can you bring 30? And now he says, well, go into Lot and his family. See, can you bring me that one? See, I will not spare the city. You see, God delays judgment so that the people that he has judged are not worthy of what they're about to get. Do you hear me? For this fool to say white people are awesome, God has set a snare for ancient Babylon. Now, Babylon is referred to America. God has set the snare for white America. I got to keep it real. Because if I don't, who will? For this idiot to say white people are awesome, he don't know too much history about his people or what they put us through. He don't know any history but to come on here to tell you that white people are awesome. They are trash. I'm here to say they are trash to you. I don't even look up to them no more because they are nothing to look up to. See, they want to thwart his plan and purpose. They want the world to look up to them as a God, man. You know how sick this is, man? But you know what iniquity was originated from? From the right race of people that came out of Europe. But they want to tell the world that they're the guide, but the guide to what? Because they lead you to filth and evil today, you see. This is what they're leading us to. See, immorality is now here. And every nation taking part to get under that task. You ready to get under that than get under the God of righteousness, the God of freedom, justice, and equality. See, let it not be 20, 15 years, 10 years to fall within a day. It couldn't come no faster than what we're seeing. See, you're going to find out that all the fortunate nations, they don't want to have nothing to do with America. They're going to stand far and see in America burning. And all of her delicious, delicate splendors, her her craftsmen, her shiftmen, all that is gone, my brothers. And one day and 1 hour, 1 year came to pass here in the Western Hemisphere. It's all gone. Because today God has remembered her iniquity. See, her sins has heaped all into the heavens today. So you got to today, you have to reward her, even as she has rewarded you. Double to her cup as she has doubled into yours. See, the laws have to be explained that Moses laid down. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Your eyes got to be open today. Because he sat today in the lurching place of the village, in the secret place. Now, do he murder innocents? His eyes going to always be set against the poor. Up until this day, he's seeking who he can devour. They find one helpless black victim. There's 100 of them. And he's going to the area of his car and he's yelling out, "Get that nigga." You know, this showed cowardice against these white people going after the so-called nigger to do him harm. Cowardice. See, Moses says an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You know, America can't do it. If America was to get struck, she's going to prepare her army to strike. The governments can't do it. The Pope of Rome can't do it. See, if you don't understand, brothers and sisters, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, then we're just going to be dead and be forgotten about. See, you're going to have to stand up. When are you going to ever stand up and speak for yourself? See, you cannot blame the white man when he's not giving you anything. See, the only thing that we are pleading for today is a damn job. 7 minimum wage. You realizing that you're going to have to work 2 or 3 jobs. You're starting to realizing that we still slaves, chattel slaves. See, our people need to be repaired. But when we realizing that we working in a job and that's the only thing we good for is a job, and they paying us minimum wage. And if you are a felony and you going into these temp agencies, they still going to get a cut. For this man to come on my live, Kenny G, I got to blast you, brother. White people are awesome. This is why we're in this chaos. White people is not good. They're an enemy and always been an enemy. It's sad. It's sad how these people, how they do us. But a time is coming. We don't we don't want you guys coming and bowing down to us. Nah, man. We don't want that. Because we're looking forward for the coming day of our Messiah. You know, you guys painted Jesus with blue eyes and wool hair. The Jesus we serve, he's a black man. We don't serve your Jesus. And we don't definitely serve your religion or Christianity. Because Christianity been sent down to be a white man's religion. We don't serve that kind of religion. Jesus didn't come to serve Christianity. When did he ever teach you Christianity? But you say you love him, you know him. If you know Jesus, Jesus was an alien. Jesus was saying, my kingdom is not of this world. Because if my kingdom was of this world, my servant would have prevent from my rest. See, they don't, brothers and sisters, they don't serve the Jesus that we know. Cause some of us is find out Jesus was a tan man. Some of us is find out Jesus was the black man. A lot of us didn't even know. A lot of us didn't even know. Because we didn't serve a Jesus with blue eye and wool hair. We didn't serve a white Jesus. Now, for Vladimir Putin to put out that Jesus was a tan man, we got another one, man. White people are great. No, white people are fools. White people are fools, can't even give you anything, but take people to hell. If white people are so good, man, ask yourself this, man. Why are they not telling you? I'm gonna go right back to the screen. Why they are not telling you what's out there, man? If white people are so good, are so perfect people, are so righteous people, why they are not telling you what's going on in our world? If they are so good, tell me, man. Tell me. Talk to me. If they are so good, why they are bringing out police tasks, getting us killed? Because they don't care about our loyalty. But white people supposed to be good? That's why the world is in this mess. Why are the motherships is here? But you telling me white people are good? White people are the devils, man. The devil and his creation have to be destroyed. See, we know who this devil is, but your preachers, your pastors, your entertainers ain't gonna never tell you who the devil is. The devil been getting away with this 6,000 years. Now we waiting for a new world, a new change, a new heaven to set in. We tired of this old garbage world system that we all know and that we all can agree, white man's world. But I'm here to say enough is enough. It can't be the white man's world any longer. And it won't be. Our people are tired, man. Our people are tired. And all hell's going to break loose. We'll tear this motherfucker up. Yes. Because our people are tired of the same foolishness. Police brutality on black people in America have to come to an end. Our recreation have to come at some point. And the sad thing is, when all hell break out and break loose, brothers, I'm going to tell you, just ask Pharaoh, because these people are Pharaoh. Pharaoh, when they're at some point, when he seen the great destruction, when he seen God's mighty hand turn that Red Sea over so that the people can draw and walk on the dry surface. But Pharaoh and his host was overwhelmed by the flood. The sad thing, brothers, when all disaster take place, when we see all the signs and all this disaster, I can bet you my bottom dollar, these people are going to react like Pharaoh. They're going to want to give you some when all hell break out. But it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. I don't want nothing from these people. I don't want a dime. But you know what I want? And you know what I want to see? And you know what I've been waiting to see? Destruction. Destruction of America. I've been talking about it for a very long time. And I've been warning you guys for a very long time. That's all I'm looking for. Destruction. My New Year revolution is going to be the fall of this America. Destruction. Yes, I'm looking for E.T. Yes, I'm looking for the extraterrestrial. Yes, I'm looking for the motherships. Because y'all people are going to realize that the Bible is not just a story. It's an event. It's what the prophecies wrote. It's what the prophecy fulfilled. Yes, I want to change. in our world system. And yes, I'm tired. I had explained to you guys about the motherships. These people don't have no damn knowledge of the motherships. They want to tell you that these are drones, UAPs. If these are so-called drones, you're going to find out drones don't stay up that long. I told you guys of the mother planes, how it reached the Earth gravity, how it comes down Earth 6 months throughout the year. When it comes for refueling, this is why they can stay up for a very long period of time. Drones can't do that. Drones got to be charged on a battery. Come on, man. Y'all gotta use common sense, because these white people is not smart enough to tell you anything, man. It's for us to grasp. It's for us to fill in the blank, man. These people don't have no common sense. They're gonna tell you there's drones out there. He says, hope you keep that same attitude. When the power goes out, lawlessness prevails. Food is, and everything you know comes to a close. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my same attitude. I'm gonna stand on my attitude. I'm gonna stand on my fucking words, because I know something that you don't know. See, I know what God revealed to me. I know why the mothership is here. I seen the motherships, and I can explain it to you. But these people right here on the screen can't even explain, but tell you shoot them down. I'm telling you, and I'm telling everybody that's on here, that for every mothership has bombs. Each of them carry bombs. And there was a brother that went on his live, said that that'd be the worst thing for them to even do, to shoot them down, because they carry bombs. They carry bombs, you guys. They are here to drop bombs on the city. I'm trying to explain it to you. This listen, man. Listen, because these people don't want to tell you. See, we're in a world trouble, you guys, because they've been here since 1947, the Roosevelt. 1930, the Canadians report seeing the motherships. I want to explain this to you. People don't want to listen because they don't want the nation to fall, man. But the nation at some point is going to fall. It's going to rabble. These people, they are tired, man. The aliens, these terrestrials are tired, man. They tired dealing with this old civilization, man. And they hear and about to sound the alarm. They hear it and they going off of God's permission. But these people fail to tell you there are not demons, y'all. They are not demons. There are God's angels. Why do the book in Jude, if you go in Jude, in the Bible, it talks about the Lord will come with thousands upon thousands of his holy ones. These are angels. These are not demons. But the Christian, preachers, teachers, and entertainers want to tell you something different. Don't believe in him. But y'all believe in Jesus. He was an alien. He was an alien. This is why he says, my kingdom is not of this world. But you guys are going to continue to believe what you want to hear, what you want to see. I'm telling you. I'm telling you this. They can't war with it. They can't war because Isaiah 18 verse 1 says, whom to a land shadow with wings. Whom to a land shadow with wings. Let me read a couple of comments. Dude, you don't have a clue how. The motherships, what motherships are you referring to? The Lord don't want destruction whatsoever. God will in fact come and there will be judgment day, but you're lost. Your mama lost, bro. Why are you coming? See, why are you coming to my lie? Comment what you want to comment. Daniel said, Daniel said the people look for knowledge here and there, right? But this dude, Jay, is coming to my live because he want to hear this. Because these people, your Donald Trump that you vote for can't tell you what's out there. right? But this idiot, punk, faggot motherfucker want to come on my live to disturb the people that's trying to listen, right? And trying to say that I don't know what I'm talking about. I know the judgment day is here, man. And every eye will see. And every eyes will be open. That's why the prophet Isaiah says, Lord, who heard our message? Did they hear the message? Yes. Did they abide by it? No, they haven't. That's why America is in a world trouble, man. Because they can't tell you about the mother shit, but they can tell you that they've been warned with it from over a decade. The U.S. military has been warring with the mother planes for over a decade, man. For over a decade. But they just now find out how advanced with technology they have. We don't have the technology they have, man. We don't have it. We don't have it today. The mother plane is not like their little bullets or cameras. The mother plane can always produce her own power. It can go wherever she desires, where she want to go, man. They don't even know, brothers. This is how stupid these white people is. They don't even know where these planes come from. They don't even know where they base it. Because Trump, you remember Trump says the government knows where they're from. So if the government knows where they're from, then they should be able to go see where they base is. You know why that they don't want to do all that? Because they know it will bring a habit on our earth. It will be if they war with it, if they soon if they think about shooting it down and war with it, you know, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna say it over and over to those deaf ears. There's bombs on the motherships, man. There's bombs on each plane, fools. And if they try to knock it down, everything's gonna blow up. Your mama can't even talk. Why are you on my live? I didn't never ask you to come on my live. Yes, that's why Daniel the prophet Daniel prophesied that people will go here and there, and these end of times as we are in will trying to seek knowledge, man. It's a reason why these people are here. It's the reason why these clowns are here, man. You don't have to go on my live, man. But your world leaders are clowns today because they failed to tell y'all. But y'all vote for these punk people, man. Y'all vote for these people, man. It's sad, man. You know how sad it is. You know how sad it is, you guys, that these people vote for these people, man. White people vote for their own people, man. It's sad, bro. It's sad. It's such disgrace to me, bro. It's sad, bro. Because I'm trying to explain something, and the people don't even want to listen, bro. People want to just go on your live, comment whatever they want to comment on your live, man. But the white people fail to tell you what's out there, man. They fail to tell you this, man. But if I was to say, the scientists and scholars know that they are here. Man, common sense, man. We are being in this invasion. We've been in this invasion for like roughly a month now, right? And they don't have no answers. We've been invaded for over a month, man. Whom to a land that shadowed with rings. This refer to America. Her lands is being shadowed with planes, y'all. With these planes. And the worst thing that they can tell you, shoot them down. Shoot them down. Fools. They're about to put the whole world into their fall, man. See, We never want y'all coming to us. Cause why did Trump decide to just step down, man? You had 3 assassination attempts. You did so much evil. The January 6th of that insurrection. You then brought Anthony Fauci in when they ran, the vaccine, killed over billions of people, right? Then you got politicians encourage America to get vaccine, and they not telling you what's in the vaccine. If this not evil, then I don't know what it is, man. I just don't know what it is, man. Billions of people died on the vaccine. Y'all hollering Trump, and this stupid people telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Your mama don't know what she talking about. Your daddy don't know what he's talking about. Your auntie don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, I'm going there. Because if you're going to get on my live and comment there's some bullshit, and y'all voting for these kind of people, man, you got to be sick motherfucker, man. You really got to be a sick motherfucker. Because your people is going to bring the whole world into their fall. It's sad, man. It's sad, y'all. It's sad to see after 6,000 years, these people have been evil. But people want to come in, right? Like they know what they talking about, right? Yeah, we know God's a merciful God. But how long he's going to be at his mercy before he put the world on notice? America, you know what I mean, is on a notice, man. That's why we seeing things, we seeing signs and wonders being displayed in the heavens and earth, man. Everybody's seeing this with their own eyes. Everyone is seeing it with their own eyes. And see, Edom said we built the wing. Edom was the one said we had been ruined. But this is what the Lord God says, they may build, but I'll demolish. And you shall see the wicked land with your eye. And you shall say, great is the Lord beyond the borders of Israel. You shall see the wicked land of America with your own eyes. America is a cursed country. America, I say it again. America is a cursed country. And all the people that are living in it are evil. We see murder, robbery, gambling, drug addiction, all are only the laws you see is practiced. See, the law is disregarded for you and I. The law was never made for the righteous, but for the unrighteous, the irreligious, the unholy, the ungodly, those who murder their mothers and fathers, for the sexual morals, for the homosexuality, for the sex traders, for the perjurers, for the liars, for the accusers, for whatever else is sound in that document. Laws was never made for God's people. So that's why there's a time that they have to pay. There's a price that this man right on the screen has to pay. I'm going to say it again. America will never become great again. And I was under no illusion that Trump will make America great again. In fact, this nation has become a habitation of devils, a home for every evil person, a cage for every hateful bird. Now hit that like button. Smash that like button. It's 29, 28 people on here. So have you become a nation of devils. See, every president goes to a foreign country after years of making trouble. You see, she's trying to explain all the problems she have, but you notice that when she step out, she never makes sure that the American people is taken care of. So when she goes to the foreign country, she's hated by the other foreign birds. She's trying to go to associate herself with all other foreign countries, but there's a problem at home. There's a problem at home, and you guys don't see. Gas prices is up, cost of living is up, your groceries is up, and the man on the screen, you mean to tell me you vote for him? He couldn't bring the groceries down for you? This high cost of living is to try to keep our people down. And this probably won't. Through this high cost of living, is to keep the black people down. But you can go outside of America and you can go somewhere where you can be welcome more. You know, why as American people come to the United States and everything is high? You see, let that make sense. I'm just saying to you guys, let that make sense. These people, you know what I mean, are bringing everything up to keep our people, and this probably won't. See, brothers, it's been 400 years in this ritual district. After the sun knows, Kent knows, tobacco, juke mouth, blue-eyed devils have been plunking our people down to such slavery conditions, crushing us to death, and diseasing us. Children are suffering for a lack of medical attention. Our children are suffering from malnutrition right in the South. Don't you know in the South, our people was murdered? The lynch days was real. Right in that South, our people was hung up on the billboards. While these people used to camp, eating marshmallows with their children, laughing at the burning flesh of God's people. This was like Moloch. Why your mama can't speak proper English? I know my words really well. Why I got 25 people on and you the only one having a problem with what I'm saying? Your people are going to hell, man. It's the reason why you on here, man, because you trying to get, some information so you can hear, right? The sad thing, man, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to turn on the screen to this man that you vote for. I don't care how people saying, people can say Trump is your new dad. I don't give a damn. But what I do care about is what God's finna do. This man is not going to be my daddy. But the people saying Trump is the new daddy. But you want to find out, man, how serious this thing going to be, man. He says, answer me that, please. I'm serious. Bro, you coming on here, though, distracting people, bro. There's people that's on my live trying to hear something, bro. And you here is trying to be a distraction, bro. I'm asking you, get the fuck out my life, bro. I'm asking that to just go somewhere, bro. For real, bro. For real, go somewhere, bro. Because I'm tired of people coming in here. I got 35 people on, bro. For real, bro. They trying to, you know what I mean? They trying to listen to what's going on, bro. And you distracting people, bro. Please take yourself and go somewhere, bro. But anyway, bro, before I was interrupted, now he want to say, what's the real problem in this country? This country is based on lies, bro. You don't see that by now, bro? This country for 6,000 years has been based on lies, sending police force to get our people killed. There had never been a petition regarding these police officers, bro. See, since you're a white man, bro, you ain't got to worry about the shit that our people have to worry about, bro. America, bro, I don't like this country, bro. I hate what's evil, bro. I hate America, bro. 20 years, bro. 20 years ago, I used to be proud of being American people. I used to be proud of American people, bro. 20 years ago, I used to be proud and be like, yeah, I'm American citizen. I didn't told y'all before, man. 20 years ago, we used to enjoy being here. You know what I mean? You remember you used to go into these grocery stores or we go to the drive-thru or we go, you know, in a food restaurant. 20 years ago, we used to be like, oh, here, keep the change. That's just the way, you know what I mean, of saying thank you. But you don't see that no more. We go in grocery stores with the receipt, right? And we take up 12 items. Come to a store with probably $80, $90. And now the items getting ringed up and we look and they says $135. When you went to the store with $80 and you got a long receipt and you just picked up probably about 12, 13 items and it's running you $135. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. This man on the screen can't even bring the cost of groceries down for you. But you're going to be quick to vote for him. Yes, I hate this country, bro. I hate this country because you know why? The motherships are here. They did so much evil, right? And I'm mad, right? Because they failed to tell you guys what's out there, right? But they've been here since 1947, during that Roswell incident, and they failed to tell you guys that. Y'all see the thing of it is, y'all do need answers today. Y'all should be given answers today because they didn't never want to tell you guys. And that's the sad thing. It's sad. It's sad, y'all. It's sad that they can't tell you. But I'm gonna read this again to you guys because I want you guys to understand. Share this video for me. Share this because I'm finna tell you guys what they don't want to tell you guys. Now, in the New York Times, the U.S. is not ready for the UFO, extraterrestrial contact. Now, area phenomenon are a potential national security threat. They said that it wasn't a threat, right? They just told y'all that it's not posing a national security threat. And I'm just reading here. I'm telling y'all that I've been telling you, if y'all go to my videos, just go to all my videos. Right? I'm telling y'all that they oppose a national security threat. And it says it need to be investigated. It haven't been investigated. It has not been investigated. And many threats they will pose can put the country in a serious danger. We're already being invaded. See, UFO pose a potential national security threat. Lawmakers warn. Andrew Carson or Andre Carson, excuse me, there on Tuesday warned us about the UFOs pose a potential national security threat to the U.S. and need to be treated that way during a highly anticipation hearing with the Pentagon's top intelligence officials on UFO sightings. Now it says about the mother planes are here. Out of the mother planes come 1,500 of these small planes. The mother plane was made, my brothers and sisters, to destroy a present world and to show the wisdom and mighty powers of God who came to destroy an old world and set up a new world. See, that's why the Revelation talks about a new Jerusalem. How is no evidence to the claim? You need to go, bro. But anyways, you can turn to Revelation chapter 22. Let's go back and set up a new world. See, the nature of a new world is righteousness. We see this nature of a new world cannot be righteousness as long as unrighteousness is in its midst. We see this same type of plane was used by the original God to put mountains on this planet. They have been visiting our earth for over 50 years. At the most base triangles will represent a merging of our spiritual earthly realm, showing that a God is present. Showing that a God is present. So it said the United States government knew about the ET presence. No later than July 1947, Roosevelt made the decision at that time to keep that from the American people. But witnesses from a number of these shutdowns came forward. They had been trying to testify before Congress for 30 years. The extraterrestrials have lost their patience today, and the risk to us as a civilization is only increased. And so they are decided we're going to end this nonsense and to show that they are going to encourage, are using their devices, whatever they are not, just not one place, not two places, not in one continent. You can try to shoot them down if you want to, but you're going to find yourself that you are warring with the creator of the creation. So they can try to shoot them down, but I'm going to tell you, each of that mother planes carry bombs, man. Each of the mother planes carry bombs, man. Y'all think that this is just a joke, man. Because America always think things is a joke. So of course the people of America are going to think it's a joke, man. It's not a joke, man. This is not a joke, man. Looking on this man on the screen, he don't even want to tell you. Come on, man. We know why they're here, man. It's because your people couldn't get, couldn't get nothing done. When it comes to bipartisanships, when it comes to our recreation, it's your people couldn't get anything done. That's why they're going to pull you into the fall of America. America is starting to rabble, man. And everybody going to look at America instead of coming here. They're going to flee from white America. Y'all think this is a joke, man. But you guys on here listening, right? Because in the day of judgment, every eye will be open. Every eye shall see this. You will see this with your own eyes. And it says, great is the Lord beyond the border of Israel. Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy, man. I'm happy that this civilization is going to get destroyed. It's time for a new world. And for the new world to come in, the old world must be removed. The old world must be removed in order for a new world to come in, man. No, I'm just saying why I'm criticizing Trump, you guys. He says, "Why I'm criticized? You know why? Because the evil this man did, and see, evil got to be spoken of, man. You know, evil. I'm gonna say it again. Evil has to be spoken of. God don't like evil, man. A man will reap what he sowed. See, do to others as you would want them to do to you. Trump have not set things right, man. He should step down, man. This clown should step down, man. Fuck Trump. I'm gonna say it again. Fuck Trump. He should step down, man. You want how much you want me to be specific? What is evil, man? During Trump's 2016, we seen this man coming in. We seen how he, you know what I mean, acting like he was this. See, Trump reminds me of Donald Reagan. He thinks he's tough. He thinks that he can't be touched. But you want to say, explain and be specific what is evil. If this man wasn't evil, I'm going to turn right back to the screen. If this man wasn't evil, why was he assassinated on 3 attempts? If this man wasn't evil, why did he send supporters to storm to that Capitol on January 6th if this man wasn't evil, man? Why did he bring in Anthony Fauci, and why did they have a plan to bring in the vaccine? Y'all American people is ignorant, bro. For real. For real. Why did he bring in Anthony Fauci for the vaccine? Why did Anthony Fauci hospitalize 4,000 American people? Over 1 billion people die. And you got politicians, you know what I mean, telling people to get vaccine. Come on, man. And you mean to sit here and tell me, be specific what is evil? I'm explaining it to you. Anthony Fauci was not tried. He should be under the jail, man. He was responsible of killing 1 billion American people, man. See, these are the devils, man. And you are the children of the devil. And you carry out the devil desires. Your mama are logic. Your mama is 1 billion American people. That's more than the entire population. No, it was just not 1 billion in the US, but it was people that died outside the US, man. Common sense, man. I seen the people that had blood clots on their veins. People was dropping like flies within 2 or 3 weeks span, man. Come on, man. And you mean to tell me this guy is going to make America great again? This guy is going to make America great again? Psst. Don't come to us, man. Don't cry. Don't come to us. Because like I say, we don't want to even hear it no more. Y'all got the man right back in office, man. After everybody had this to say, y'all had this man right back in office. And the TikTok app talked about this man. He's a great man. He's going to make America, you know what I mean, great again. He's going to give us our recreation. Silly black people were saying this man is going to give us our recreation. Trump he's not that bad. Now, since y'all commenting like crazy, tell me, was Trump better than John F. Kennedy? Because at least John F. Kennedy was trying to make a change and was trying to do something for the favorable of the so-called Negro. Nah, I'm gonna say evil things, man. To America be a test. What's our You know what I mean? When do our recreation come? I'm gonna speak evil because evil had to be spoken of. But when do we, sit down as Black American people, sit down and talk and says, whatever happened to our restitution? If the white man so-called love us, then where's the evidence that they so-called love us? If they love us, then where's the evidence of of our restitution? I'm just saying, where's the evidence at? If they so-called love us, why we been down here 6,000 years, no restitution? All this time we've been down here. I mean, for real. For real. You know what I mean? When it comes to our fathers building the country of America, right? When it comes to our fathers and our people fighting a war that was no longer necessary for them to join and fight these white man's war to save the independence. When we fought Germany, went into Germany, defeat Germany, when we went into Philippines, when we went into Mexico, and when we went into Pearl Harbor, Black people blood was shed through the streets, man. We've been here long enough, man. Why is it every race been held but the Black race? Oh, y'all can't talk now, right? Y'all don't have anything to say, right? A lot of you just got out the lie, right? Because I'm speaking some facts here, right? And I'm standing up on what I'm speaking on, right? And a lot of you just left all of a sudden, right? Yeah, this had been always a color thing, man. Come on, man. A lot of you just got off that fast, right? You and this brother asked me, can you please now? Can you please specify what evil is? But a lot of y'all punks just got off, right? Actions is being taken right now. America and her divine actions being taken right now. Don't come to us crying to us. We don't want no favor from you. We don't even want, you know what? I don't even want an apology. Because what God says, what he's going to do, he's going to do. He hates a Caucasian people. Y'all not understanding. He hates a Caucasian people. And I'm gonna say it like that. Don't put on here why and all this, right? Because I just explained it to you, man. I've been explaining it to you already. He hates a Caucasian people. I apologize for what I was born when there was slavery and segregation. If you was born in it, then why you don't stand up? Why you don't stand up? See, it's getting sickening that their own race is not happy. I understand that too. But there's a time that you have to understand. See, the thing is, this never been explained to you guys. The government is being ignorant and going around playing a game like we playing, musical chairs, right? They going over here and over here, right? Telling you they going right back to the drawing board saying why they are here. We want to know why they are here. Are they here for a group of people? Who they are here for? Come on, man, common sense. If the military knew where they was from, if the military went to war, in that ancient times. They know why they are here. But why we don't? Why we are acting like we stupid and don't know why? They definitely got to be here for particular people. Come on, man. If I was to tell you these right race is a race of devils created to be destroyed, then you guys gonna hate me for saying this, that, right? Come on, man. I'm gonna keep it real on here, man. I mean, they hate what comes out. They hate truth, man. Farrakhan was already saying that the mother plains is here, and that the white man can't never give you any knowledge. They won't. They can't. They can't give you this knowledge because they don't have this kind of knowledge to give you, man. They don't. I'm sorry. These people do not have no certain knowledge to give you what's out there, man. But want to go back to the drawing board and lie and water this thing on down, man. They don't pose a national security threat. Yes, they do. That's dumb for someone to say that, man. You know how ignorant these people is, man? They've been hovering. They've been spotted in multiple countries, states, and everywhere. But they tell you they don't pose a national security threat. If God is trying to get our attention, but Satan is in a vacuum, telling you what's ever necessary, telling you that they don't pose a threat, telling you, well, we don't have to worry about it. These are just drones, y'all, you know what I mean, UAPs. But if they are size of SUVs and expedition and buses, then that's something that you got to be worried about. That's something should be, you know what I mean, raising a concern to American people. If they're already seeing this, right, and they can explain to you the size and of these UFOs, right? But why the government is not saying that these are UFOs? It's sad, man. It's sad, man, because we dealing with people that just don't give a fuck about American people. And the American people been so ignorant, man. We've been so ignorant that we cast our vote, we vote, and this is one of the most serious elections. This is why I say, and one of the most serious election time things is happening. Because you know why? You know why these things happen? Don't nobody want this man running, man. We as black people, we don't want Trump running, because Trump is he's gonna be the failure of this fall of America. Listen to me. Donald Trump, you guys vote for, is going to be the failure of this fall of America. I'm sorry. I got to explain it like that to you. I'm sorry, man. I got to explain just like that, man. This man is going to carry everybody to the fall of America, man. I don't like him. Because God don't like ugly, man. I don't like him. And I'm going to keep it real. I don't care. I don't care what people talk about. I don't care what people say about he's your new daddy. I don't care about that. But you know what I care about? A change, man. A change into a new year, man. A change, man. The dumb American people going to continue to vote for white people, white rulers, and they're going to continue to try to hold on to power, man. Till they be completely destroyed. Period, man. Period. Hate was what is evil. Listen, hate what is evil. Love what is good and hate what is evil. And evil has to be spoken of, man. For real. Because I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to water this thing down, man, as you seeing they watering it down, man. I'm just not to. I'm here to explain to you and give you this truth. Because all I'm going to say is truth. And all I'm going to explain to you is truth. Because Jesus says you shall know this truth. And the truth will set our people free. See, it's truth will set our people free, man. Not the falsehood, not the false lies, not the false promises that these people always been saying, right? Fuck these people, man. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it, fam. This man on the screen, fuck him. For real. That's how I feel, y'all. God don't like ugly, man. They don't care about nothing, man. There was a CEO, right, of the he was a CEO of the healthcare, gunned down. Right? You know, was he in Manhattan, I believe? Gunned down. In broad daylight. Right? Where's the police, detective, FBI? I mean, this man, you know, Brian, he thought he couldn't be touched. You think that he would have bodyguard, someone. He was shot down. See, let me tell you how wicked this is. Let me tell you what I feel about the whole incident. I feel that there was people, you had different employees going into this healthcare, trying to, you know what I mean, trying to apply for their healthcare insurance and all that, life insurance policies, and you finding out that many of these employees were denied. And this man, Brian, from 2004 all the way to 2021, end up, you know what I mean, moving up. And you know how much assets Brian made. And see, the reason for all this that I'm going to explain, that when it comes to employees applying for their healthcare insurance being denied, and see, what they do, brothers and sisters, they send an expertise to evaluate the whole thing. So it only takes an expert to come in, and if you know what I mean, filing for life insurance policy or life insurance, right? One mistake on the application can, you know, jeopardize you, right? And so they get many of these employees to file, and they deny many of these employees, man. You know how evil and wicked this sound, man? That's why this man was murdered. See, this is going on, man. This is why if you work in the workforce, right, you get fired, you get let go, you sign to a temp agency companies, you get let go for some reason, you didn't like how you was let go, you know what I mean, whether you got let go on a racial discrimination or you got let go because they love to say your assignment ends, right? But you go to file for a lawsuit and check in with some attorney. First thing they do is have a secretary, right, to take all your questions, right? And then she goes, what they do is she goes to an expert and they look at your profiles. They deny you right away. Why it's so hard for black people to file lawsuits today, man? This is why it's so hard for us, man. I've been in this situation before, brothers and sisters. You know, losing jobs, trying to, you know what I mean, trying to file for lawsuits, and I know that I ain't going to get a lawsuit. This is what's going on today, man. This fast ball, they playing this hard ball, man. So it's time for us to play this hard ball. You know what I mean? But in saying all this, yes, we up against a beast. Yeah, the liar, the great giant of America, had to foul the whole earth. You see, when I said the sword within, the sword without, see, trouble seemed to have no end, with tens of millions of black people crying for freedom, justice, and equality. This is where we at. We gotta understand. These are oppressors, man. There's no heaven sitting. There's no heaven waiting. But hell, I say, again, hell is their appointed place. And they wishing that you go right along with them to this fall of America.